This question is from heat transfer for 2 marks. The wall of a constant diameter pipe of length 1 meter is heated uniformly with flux Q double dash by wrapping a heater coil around it. The flow at the inlet to the pipe is hydrodynamically fully developed. The fluid is incompressible and the flow is assumed to be laminar and steady all through the pipe. The bulk temperature of the fluid is equal to 0 degrees at the inlet and 50 degrees centigrade at the exit. The wall temperatures are measured at 3 locations P, Q and R as shown in the figure. The flow thermally develops after some distance from the inlet. The following measurements are made. At point P, the wall temperature is 50 degrees centigrade. At point Q, the wall temperature is 80 degrees centigrade. And at point R, the wall temperature is 90 degrees centigrade. Among the locations P, Q and R, the flow is thermally developed at. So according to the official key, the correct answer to this multiple choice question is option C. Let's proceed to the solution. In the question, it is given that heat flux is uniform. So when heat flux is uniform, the bulk temperature variation is linear. Therefore, also when the heat flux is uniform, the difference between the wall temperature and the bulk mean temperature will remain always constant whenever the flow is thermally developed. Since we know that the bulk temperature variation is linear, let us assume a bulk mean temperature function linearly as Tb of x is equal to C1 plus C2x. This indicates that the bulk temperature varies with respect to x. It is given that the left extreme, that is the inlet condition, is the bulk temperature is 0 when x is equal to 0. So when we substitute that, we get the constant C1 is equal to 0. Similarly, at the right extreme or the exit point, the bulk temperature is given as 50 degrees centigrade when x is equal to 1. When we substitute that condition, we get C2 is equal to 50. So since we know C1 is equal to 0 and C2 is equal to 50, we can rewrite this bulk temperature expression as Tb of x is equal to 50x. Okay, now let us consider a small table where we will calculate the bulk temperature and wall temperature difference to judge which points are having a thermally developed flows. This is at point P, which is at a distance of 0.4 meters from the left end. It is already given in the question that its wall temperature is 50 degrees centigrade, and when we substitute 0.4 in place of x in this relation, we get the bulk temperature to be 20 degrees centigrade. Now, when the difference of temperatures is calculated, we get the delta T as 30 degrees centigrade. Similarly, for point Q, we have x is equal to 0.6. When we substitute that, we get the bulk temperature to be 30 degrees and wall temperature is already given in the question at point Q as 80 degrees centigrade. So the difference will be 50 degrees centigrade. Similarly, when we calculate the bulk temperature at point R by substituting x is equal to 0.8 in this relation, we get the bulk temperature to be 40 degrees centigrade and wall temperature at point R is given as 90 degrees centigrade in the question. When we take the temperature difference, we get delta T to be 50 degrees. When you look at the values of delta T in this table clearly, we know that the difference between wall temperature and bulk temperature remains constant for thermally developed flows. Out of these three regions, it is clear that the difference between wall temperature and bulk temperatures are constant for points Q and R. Therefore, for the given conditions in the question, thermally developed flows are in the regions of point Q and R only.